Oh, Paul, did you see what they did with Hell Divers? The restrictions are
No.
gone. It's no longer region locked.
Huh?
There we
Now
go.
I can... Oh yeah, don't do the recap muted again.
So, last time,
Sorry.
the party had run into, or well, the alarms started going off in their ships, denoting an approaching enemy, which turned out to be a derelict ship carrying some fucked up alien things.
Ah yes, the summoned skull.
The party were all very quickly introduced to and put into mechs
Tension.
to go space fight. And they all went up towards a big ship up here with all the xenomorph-esque aliens, fighting them off quite well. But as they were on the opposite side from where they were fighting, just an astral dreadnought appears. So now
Bullshit.
they have to split their forces to fend off both sides. And also, as they're fighting, some dragon appears, which initially they think might be an enemy, but turns out they were also hunting these aliens and ended up helping them. And has effectively now stowed away, kind of.
Stowing away is such a strong word.
Wrong word. They're taking a ride whether you let them or not.
Me on U.S. freight trains.
Oh,
There's only two guys on there, the conductor and the co-conductor. They have no idea I'm there. They cannot stop me.
oh,
No, it's not a federal crime. Don't look it up.
Okay. But yeah, the derelict ship is sort of tied to one of the back ships to tow it along with all of the bodies that Evanescence has claimed.
did she also
Finally get
claim
that
the
big
Astral
fuck out
Dreadnought?
worm off the ship.
Oh my! Can
Hmm.
you get the astral dreadnought,
No.
Alex?
No.
I'm gonna be
Oh,
real.
I'm
It's
not trying
me.
to take the corpse. I'm just trying to get it unstuck from the ship.
Oh yeah, yeah. They get that. You guys get that thing unattached, and then just kind of push it off.
Derelict Astral Dreadnought.
The derelict astral dreadnought corpse.
Not because it'd be crazy if we go back through here and we find out that like something started growing in it, and now it's basically the same thing but different. That we just had to fight.
Lich God Astral Dreadnought.
And they got these weird ass xenomorph things. It's basically the same fight but with an Astral Dreadnought on their side now.
Crazy.
All I can imagine is that thing looking like a clicker from The Last of Us.
Oh no! I hate that.
Horrifying. It's just a giant mushroom colony.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have
Not
all these
like the
fucked up
Turkish.
like the king of rats basically.
Oh
Like
no!
jumping off of its body to like board ships and shit.
Oh, that'd be sick. Like literally sick.
You
Yeah, horrifying and
you
disgusting.
guys can have a rest
Of the long variety.
of the long variety indeed, as you still have a couple more days, I think like 2 or 3, before you actually reach the gate.
It's a long rest.
I think finally frees Alex from all of the exhaustion.
Hallelujah!
What Evanescence doesn't have exhaustion?
I'm sorry, Alex.
Grim, hop on NBC3 right now.
Oh,
Oh,
oh no!
Really, when I'm gonna beat
I-
your ass.
I didn't. What I do? Like what I do?
I know. We've ridden that joke for like months. Like we have beaten that horse worse than dead. Like that horse is in the Elysium field. Brim chuckles about it once, and Alex just goes to pop out Maharaga. Like no.
Immediate crash
Directed I
out.
summon.
Frame one. That's it. I'm pulling out MVC3 Virgil. Get a fucking ear, Grim.
I think it's a fun fact that he can't even hit me with it because I don't have the game.
You do have the game. I bought
I don't have
it
the
for
correction. I don't have the game installed.
you.
Another 2 days of travel go by, and eventually, in you guys, as you're going about whatever it is you're doing, you see this strange, like, giant doorway, just kind of floating in space, nothing around it.
Is that that door?
No, that's
Doesn't-
not the door to darkness. That would be one of the key gates. Duh.
It doesn't seem to like be attached to anything. It doesn't seem to be moving. From the distance you're at, it looks like, normal doorway. But you keep getting closer and closer, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger until you're nearly right up to it, where it's about big enough that, like, a small moon could pass through. Everyone roll me perceptions.
Oh,
Of course. Is this up to a mile away?
Yeah?
Bing bong.
haha. Fuck
You've got to be
you.
kidding me, Carter. You know what? I'm using my inspiration. Fuck that.
That's crazy.
I was gonna say I have advantage on this, and you roll a fucking 7 and a 6. This is why it took you a year to get art, you useless fuck.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, damn. So,
No, no.
yeah. Pretty, everyone except Ulrus.
Hi.
The area around the door and through the door, they look quite similar. But as you sort of paying closer attention to what's through it, the like distant stars are completely different from the surroundings. And as you pass through, You immediately see on the other side this big ol' ring space station.
Whoa.
And Oris is just missing this
Wait.
big ass station.
Are we finally going to HQ, boys?
Is this how we get back to Alcaton?
Oh god, we just went to HQ with fucking Megara here.
Oh no.
Megara?
I'm never getting her name right.
Oh, that was
No,
that
no,
was
no, that was
correct.
No,
No,
I
that was
know
correct.
who Megara
Zebby's just
is.
stupid.
Zebby's just stupid.
I don't
The
think
dragon
he
we
knows
met
who
last
Megara
session, you dumb
is.
fuck.
Oh yeah, that's right. So,
She's just not gonna
forgive
go by
me.
Madaro Tathanax right now, you know? Like, her friends call her Megit.
Megatron.
I'm
Garl
just gonna start calling her,
Daphnax,
like,
Reaper of
Maggie.
Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time we every time we talk to them, it's just been because of how Oris keeps going Evanescence for like of the darkness void. It just starts calling Magarth the Dathnax. Just the full thing, Magarth. But
See, this would only work if you could actually say it.
Yuki. Brother.
Magarl Dathnax, Reaper of Dragons. He just keeps saying like the full title.
You
God.
don't even say Evanescence full time. You just go Evanescence also.
Nah, when I introduce you, I do go full title.
Man.
He's proud of that one,
As
too.
you sort of like, you know, posit the questions, whether to each other or to yourselves or whatever, you'd hear ellipsis in your head. This isn't HQ.
Ah,
This is just the station that we have at the door.
I see.
Do forgive me, but what exactly is the door?
It's the thing we just passed through.
Yes, I know it is the thing we just passed through, but what is it?
It's a
Those
door.
portals.
The door is a liminal. It's like many of the other things we deal with. It was closed. Now it's not.
So
It
it's
is the
essentially the
only entrance into our space.
gate. Are you saying our entire existence exists inside a liminal space?
No. Our tree has what some others would call a veil around it. No, it still does. There's just now a door in it. A door that we can't close. So we put
Ah,
a station here.
fair enough.
Door stuck. Door stuck. Yo.
Door. Oh my god, door is stuck.
Stuck open. But once we get through, we shouldn't have much problem. We just need to check in effectively.
Ah. Like security?
Yes. This is effectively a security checkpoint for anything that passes through the door.
Ah.
How long
That
has
makes
this
sense.
place existed?
The station? Maybe
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
60-ish years.
Yes.
That's a big while.
I have blue hair.
Yes.
And pronouns.
Paul Simon took the punch again.
It would have
It's
been
the-
longer, but the door only came into existence a couple years before we built the station.
I mean, I suppose that makes sense.
Or at least that's when we knew about it.
With this level of technological advancement, I'm surprised how little of it is shared with the world of Alcaton.
The whole purpose of this organization is to keep them in the dark about stuff like this. The large majority of the population of Alcaton doesn't even know there's things beyond that solar system.
I'm surprised they know that there's a solar system.
I don't think the scientific community
Well,
is that bad.
not everyone knows, but it is something known as scholars.
Fair enough.
Guys, your little caravan flies into one of the docks. And nicks up to the station. And as you sort of look around, there's a surprising amount of like people here. Although you do notice that most of them seem to be robotic in nature.
Interesting.
I guess it would make sense. This
Oh,
far
yeah, who
out,
needs-
it would be a logistical nightmare trying to take care of a station of this size, populated entirely by people whom you need to, eat, drink.
Plus, there's the benefit of constant vigilance.
Constant vigilance.
Constant vigilance.
Constant vigilance.
On.
Stand.
Yes. We were lucky to find large collections of these people already out here. And we hired them to take care of this place.
Oh. They were already out here?
Yes. They won't or can't share their origins. Hard to tell, but they work well.
Hmm. I see.
Once all the docking procedures are completed, you all disembark. And Ellipsis sort of leads you off. Eventually, each you reach a door that's sort of out of place from the rest of the station.
And thus they were never heard from again.
They died.
Perish. Gone. Reduced to atoms.
We reduced to kitsulings.
And
Reduced to kids.
as the door opens, you hear this sort of very faint music.
Oh, fuck off.
What? What is it?
As
This,
you
this is
walk
this is you
into
getting
this
back at me.
room, very familiar room.
Oh, hey, long time no see. How you doing?
It's a Nurse Joy situation.
No, this is just the same person.
How are they ever?
This is one of
There's
the
only
most
there's
basic
only
dumbass.
one front desk everywhere. It's just connected via like teleportation doors and shit.
Probably.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's one receptionist for the entire multiverse.
The woman sitting in front of what at this point you now know is a computer just looks up to you all as you enter.
Hey.
I. What? You're entering from the door station.
That is correct.
Yup.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Are all of you agents?
Do we have Megara with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just point a thumb over. She's not.
And her reason for joining you?
Catching a ride.
She is a denizen, but for some reason was out in the space beyond Alcatan.
Okay. Type some stuff on the keyboard. Did I get all of your pins real quick?
Oh yes. Yeah, hand it on over.
Just kind of pat yourself down. Here you go.
He takes out this little device and just kind of puts it up to each of them. All right.
Fucking music. I swear I'm gonna take.
Is there any special accommodations you will need on your return home?
Accommodations?
Yes, from what I can see, you didn't actually travel out on a ship. Got stranded. So I don't have any records of travel needs.
Nothing
Eh,
comes to mind.
no, not really. The space is big enough for me to stand. Really? Don't need to.
Any food allergies?
No.
Or allergies in general?
He's gonna look down to Evanescence. Are you allergic to anything?
No.
I should note that I can't eat.
I want to say
most-
water for the lows, but I can't.
Basically,
Any
can't
what,
eat
Grim?
most plant-based foods.
Okay.
Quite simply.
No,
He
Evanescence.
Type some
Princess of
more
the
on the
Darkness.
keyboard. See, I can see you did requisition a few things before you left. You have any additional things you are bringing back with you?
Yes.
Alien corpses.
I have them all in a
Okay.
list.
Yes.
As he'll just slide over a little piece of paper that has all the extra shit we got from Shurima and the spaceship.
Ulrus is going to do the same, as well as I don't think she wants a massive gun cannon just placed down on her desk.
Yeah, if you could give me a list of everything that you obtained outside and are bringing in.
Is it possible to return what I have requisitioned in here?
No, this is just reception.
Okay. It's like the shotgun that I've used maybe once and then never touched again.
You can return your requisitions when you get back to the Nexus station. Mm. And were you able to find the recipient, the original recipient of that package?
Yes.
Yes, he's currently with Ellipsis.
Okay. Type some more stuff. All right. If you would like, I can get you your pay today. If each of you writes out a report of what occurred.
I can do that.
Oh, I need one from each of you.
Yeah, we all have
Okay.
to write one.
I got a
If you don't
question
wish to
right
do
there.
that, you can wait until you get back to the Nexus station and report verbally back to. Would you, Wrath? but
Striker, I gotta.
the most I would be able to pay you today would be for completion of job and no hazard pay.
So what? After the verbal report, we receive the hazard pay.
Yes. Because the amount is determined by, what occurred.
So if we file the written report with you, do we get it when we get to the station, or do we?
No,
have
I
to
can
do
get
the
it to you
verbal
today.
report anyways? Oh no! I meant the hazard pay.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Do you have like a copy that we need to fill out, or?
One second. Let me print out a couple of those for you.
Oh god, are you actually gonna give us like Google Doc to fill out?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
the-
God.
That'd be hilarious.
When you said you had to get one, when you said you had to get one, I was like, oh god, am I actually gonna have to write a report?
No, my notes. They're not enough.
Hello, it's time
That would have
to.
been so funny. You just make us write reports.
No.
Hazard pay based on how in detail we go.
Could
Right,
dealing with
actually,
drugs.
Funny.
good. One thing to mention: do we technically have to put on file we hired people out there?
Yeah,
Darwin's
Ellipsis
penalty?
is,
Yeah.
or well, no, Smoke is doing that since they're the ones
Oh,
that
okay.
hired them.
Just the congratulations to the employment line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You are our new employee.
yeah. While they're going through all that, Darth, she kind of gave you this little pamphlet. Hold on, is it a handout in here? It is.
It is.
Give
You get this little pamphlet that
Whoa.
she has you read through, and then once you're done with that, she just, or well, she tells you this is the pamphlet for the cover, but you should be knowledgeable on this information. Once you've read through that, she will give you your pin.
Yippee. Yeah, I was going to be like, all the things you brought back with you. Do you put like new hires on the list?
2 new hires.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just pick up Darth and put him on the counter. This one's
Hold
actually
them up like
coming with us.
Fucking hold them up long cat style.
Long cat
Well,
style.
that's what we have to do with Soma.
Yeah, just that's the
Yeah.
it's just
The
I was also
blind
gonna say because I
person.
was just eating something, but also for the like.
Actually, yeah.
What
Do they
is
have
it?
a version of the pamphlet in Braille?
Oh,
You know what?
Yeah.
I guess ask that. Oh, word.
What were you saying, Darth?
What was I gonna say? Crap. When I was like, what do you need for accommodations? I was like, maybe we need something that helps, like, the blind a little bit. So it's like a little easier
Yeah.
to access. I think she
Blind
technically can see a
accessibility.
bit. Yeah.
I forgot I have 3 lighters now. Let's go.
Megan spoke thrice as fast. Get to it.
Yeah. I got
Now you
2
can set off the
normal-sized
fire
ones.
alarm more.
Yeah. Wait a second. I got 2 normal size of like the big lighters, and I got one like the mini ones. No, I've paid for none of these. I just
That's
found
not
them.
true. There are only 25 Bics in existence, and you can only possess one at a time.
No, I have 3 in my hand. Do you want
That-
proof?
Breaking the
Th-
laws of physics.
Two of those are
2 of those are fake.
imposters.
Yeah. Sorry.
The
just
tiny one.
them's-
The tiny ones.
them's the rules.
Yeah, them's the rules. Yeah,
Them's
that's
the
why they
rules.
disappear all the time. They go to where they're needed.
Oh, I
they
see.
go
So
where
why do-
they're
Why
my
do they
people
keep
need
returning to me
me.
then?
You obviously need
Trying
them.
to start chain smoking.
Oh,
Right? They're calling to me. I need to start chain smoking. That's what they're here for. They're a sign.
Mhm.
We gotta make friend look cool and give him a bunch of cigars.
Yeah.
Put a cigar in his exhaust.
Yeah.
No,
Oh
not
my
in his
God.
the like grates where the intake fan is. You remove the grate, put a custom one there so it can hold a cigar and you light it. We are going to
Okay,
introduce.
Is there
a-
anyone that isn't writing their report?
You know what? Irresponsible person wouldn't write the report.
I don't think Soma can unless given stuff to do so. I think they need special equipment for that.
Oh,
We'll say I'm
wow.
giving them a hand with writing the report.
You got one of those like Braille typewriters.
Oh my god.
No, those are a real thing for the blind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. Alex would half-ass it a little bit. She doesn't like writing reports.
FNS just hates writing her report.
Ulrich
Yeah,
is
because you have to
writing
snitch on
with-
yourself for doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
No, she just hates writing reports.
Then, fair enough.
She just hates writing. It's homework.
It's homework. Oh,
Is
no,
it
Chris
homework
Hansen
if
really
it's
is gonna
if you're
show
not
up.
at home?
Yeah, is it homework?
It's just
if you're
work.
not
Yeah,
responsible?
it's just
Funny.
work.
this is literally just work.
This is just, yeah, it's
Work.
just
This is
work. She
this is
doesn't
your
wanna do
job.
She
Yeah.
doesn't. Her job. She doesn't like the boring parts of her job.
Just like the boring parts
Yeah, no,
of the job.
Darf and Soma do not have to write reports. They
What if
will
Jacob
get
had-
hazard pay in accordance with the others.
What if Jacob had us on Google Docs like you have half an hour to write a report in character?
I would
Oh
cry.
no!
I would cry. Why would you do
Is
this?
there
to
anything that people would be sort of purposefully not including or anything specific anyone would be doing with the report?
Ulrus would sort of be tattling on Evanescence. He is marking down all the stupid shit she did. He's also not writing down the times he was racist.
No, this is your burden to
he's-
bear.
he's
You
not
write that
omitting-
down
He's
now.
omitting those from his report.
You
I am
think
not.
Evanescence under the butts? That's evil. How could you?
Under the bus. Okay.
What's a bus?
Just drove over you and then backed up just to make sure.
Friend is gonna have very like specifically detailed sections of like when Ulrus was mean to him.
No, that'd be so
Fucking
funny.
4 pages
If-
of just like when you
so-
were bullying his ass.
No,
Bullet
it'd be so
points.
funny if specifically he only wrote down the parts where Oris was harassing him in extraordinary detail, like everything that happened in
I'm
that
also
scene.
writing down every
Okay.
time Ulrus was a racist.
Just like
No, with-
kneeling down to
with
friend.
everything else,
Okay, buddy.
Everything else is bullet points, but the racism.
In
Okay, buddy.
very
So,
specific.
so I need you to take this seriously, all right? I need you to write down everything important that happened while we were in Shurima and on the spaceship. You think you can do that for me? Okay, I can do that. Friend, this is only when Ulrich was being racist to you. That's the important parts.
and that's valid.
Just like
Valid.
sagely nodding.
Sagely not.
Sagely nodding.
Yes. Like stroking your chin is like, yes, you're right.
No. His ass would be like, those are the important parts. Well, acting like he's some great sage.
I also have identical
Oh,
memory.
Oh,
You
Should
can
be a
it's so
recall
Jover.
I leave out
painfully
nothing.
accurate detail.
Literally
You know what,
word
Evanescence
for
is gonna
word,
go
bit
to-
for bit.
Vanessa's going into specific detail on how she finally became the Princess of Hell.
Oh god.
Conveniently, I'm
Oh,
also
no.
going into specific detail about how you became Princess of Hell.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go into detail as that, and also write down like I tried to stop her from eating the cheese.
Oh,
Did
I
you-
was
but
restricted.
Evanescence is painting it as a
I will go
good
into detail
thing.
about how I purposely got her to eat more cheese.
But why?
It's self-reporting. At least you could get off with it. I.
Yeah, you know,
My
after you
excuse,
all
listen, I thought it'd be funny.
after you all put in given your reports, he kind of like scans over them one by one, sort of just uh blank faced at everything. And after reading all of them, you look over to Evanescence. Do you have any more specific information on your being the Princess of Hell?
No.
Okay.
This shit's just a normal Tuesday for her.
No, you do not. I think we have some extra cheese.
She doesn't even look surprised at all.
Yeah. Type some stuff on the keyboard. Gets up. Pushes in a little button beside this thing as it sort of flips around, and these like, you know those pneumatic tubes at like banks?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple of those on the other side of it. And after a couple moments, some tubes start coming down one by one. All right.
Ooh, but my beloved.
Let me just make sure these are each for the right person. Let me also remember exactly how much hazard you guys went through.
A lot of hazard.
Let's
We
see,
went through
so
a
you
lot of
had
hazard.
the tower, which had enemies in it, portals,
We-
stranded, bandits, Ursai in the desert.
Was it hazardous cheese?
Yeah.
No, because that was consenting.
How many of those did you fight? You Collie and yeah. Okay. So, the money for completing the job is 300 GP. Your hazard pay comes out to my god.
Jesus.
Oh.
Window inspection.
Window inspection, oh no. Your hazard pay comes out to 11,722.
This isn't each, right?
No, that's each.
11,300. What?
Hold on.
Gold?
I'll type it out for you.
Thank you for the number.
And our
We're gonna be rich.
Our two new
We're rich.
hires have a sign-on bonus of 500.
Finally, I can be a proper Jew and hoard all this gold.
And what did I say for the job completion? 300?
300.
Yes.
You did not just say that.
What?
Oh my god.
But it's funny.
It was very funny.
It's funny because it's true.
There's
Oh
There's
my
more jokes I could
God.
say now, but I can't say them.
No, you cannot say them.
Inspiration. I mean, I can say them. I have the physical ability to say them. I will just get
That's-
in big trouble.
I,
Zebby.
Hmm.
Say.
I know what
No.
you're gonna say.
The inspiration.
I'm not gonna say.
I didn't even finish this fucking
I don't
Before
care.
he even said
What do you
anything,
mean?
I don't
He
care.
did not about going for a fake out. Doesn't have to
Inspiration.
say
inspiration.
nothing.
Nah, that was deserved.
What you saying, Zebby? Say that's it. Taking inspiration right then and
Yes. Take it.
there. What? That's evil.
Damn.
That's fucked up.
Damn.
I didn't even.
Would any of you like your payment in platinum today?
I would.
It's fucked up.
That's a
Yo,
lot of
maybe
hazard.
yeah, I kind of like it in platinum, if that's not the problem.
I'd
Okay.
like it in platinum because I would like to not be encumbered by the amount of cash I'd be carrying.
Yeah, takes back whoever wants it in platinum, sends it back up to the 2. A few minutes later, comes back platinum. Platinum instead of gold.
Right.
That's 12.
So that would be basically 1,200 plat.
1,200 and
Gold.
no, it is 1,202 platinum and 2 gold is what it would be.
That is the
12
gold
zero.
total for everyone except Darf and Soma.
Yeah, so just move a decimal point over, and then you got
Yeah.
platinum and gold.
Yeah.
You get 1,202 platinum and 2 gold.
Yeah! It's past my carrying capacity.
El Bozo, go buy a bag of holding with your new funds.
I'm surprisingly not over my carrying capacity yet. I am very strong.
I'm not over my carrying capacity. Well, I got it in platinum.
Thank you, Platinum.
Thank
Never
you,
mind,
platinum.
Thank you, platinum.
I like how it just have evanescence here. It just in my items, like, yep, that's how much they weigh. That's how much they'd weigh if I carry them.
1,202 platinum and 2 gold is crazy work.
So I got 1,270 platinum, 256 gold, and then 5 silver.
When did you have the other 70 platinum from?
By the way, I never changed my
Oh, I
league
had-
coin to anything else or spend
I
it.
had 68 platinum. That was from previous stuff. I had that before we went into Shrima, and I couldn't lower it because, there was no exchange rate, so I couldn't turn it into gold. So I have less gold now than I did before, but that was because I was, melting it down into gold bars and then selling it for fucking Shrima coin.
Oh, yes, and if you do have any leftover currency from your last location, I can get that converted.
I don't know, I kind of want to keep it as a memento.
Up to you.
I would like to keep mine. I think I have like 12.
We're still allowed to keep everything we got from Shrima, right?
As long as it was noted in your new acquisitions? Yes.
Wait, hold on. How much can I exchange it for?
Hold on. We type some stuff on the computer. Let's see. We're in Shurima. One of their coins will be 1 gold.
Oh, sweet.
$15.
Yes, unfortunately we can't trade it for its value as it would be there. We can only trade it for the material. But yes, you may trade however much of the leftover you have for a gold apiece.
You know what? I'll throw away 14 of them.
A little extra cash. Oh, also, additionally, you will be getting a short vacation if you want it when you return.
Beach episode?
Beach
Seeing as
episode.
how your task took you much outside of its expected parameters, you were given a couple of extra vacation days. And then afterwards, well, I'm not sure. We'll have to talk to Rav about that. I believe that is everything sorted out. If you have no more questions, you are free to go.
All right, thank you.
Nice, dude.
Have a safe trip back to the Nexus station.
Have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Oh yeah. Do they have any options for the visually impaired?
Yeah,
Sorry, what?
they have a braille version, of course.
Okay.
They hire all kinds of people. You head back out. Gara sort of like, thank you for assisting me. I have to go now.
Where you gonna go?
Where you gotta go?
I have to go tell Lucian I finished the job.
Who's Lucian? I wasn't there for the conversation before.
The leader of the Reapers Guild?
Ah. What even was your job?
Hunt
Hunting
those
down those weird things.
aliens.
The stuff
Ah.
on the derelict ship that we were fighting.
Well, not the little things. I don't know what those were. I was hunting the other things. What did he call them? Outer Titan or something.
Or something.
I don't know. But thanks. Maybe I'll see you. Maybe, probably not.
Hopefully.
Don't be a stranger.
Bye. Sorry about the teeth again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Instead, your monster house thing of grabbing and eating friend and running away.
She then a portal sort of opens in front of her. She walks through. As you guys are sort of waiting outside the office, eventually Ellipsis comes up. Are you all ready to return home now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. These AS space should be safer than outside, so we can take a faster ship. But it'll still take a week or two to reach Alcatan.
Does that mean I get time to make my army?
Yeah, I transferred them over to my cloak.
Honestly, you know, it would make a great vacation destination. Visiting Hell, so that we can see the Princess of Hell's, you know, kingdom. Or whatever you want to call it.
Is like the name of the game today coming up with bad ideas?
I mean, you could
I
go
think
to
this
that
is
one
a-
layer that's a giant casino.
There's a
Oh,
what?
that sounds like
What?
fun.
Let's go gambling. I have the best luck.
No.
Yeah.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
And for extra luck, you may want to use Ataxia.
You're so right.
You're supposed to be on my side.
Well,
In
I
a
am.
relationship, there's not supposed to be silence.
Just
You know, I feel like this has become less of a parenting and more of a devil angel on shoulder thing.
Oh, you think? You have a certain inclination it might be something like that? Really? What was your first hint? I'm curious.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's because you're dressed in red.
as you guys walk away from the room, that the music finally gets out of earshot. as you get on a different ship. It's got rooms for each of you, as well as a kind of small-ish training room, sort of gym kind of area. And like a kitchen. You guys set off back towards Alcatan. You have 2 weeks of downtime.
2 weeks of downtime. Ah, fuck. What was I even working on last time?
Great question. Your training. Wow, this is a small handout.
We haven't done a lot of training.
Yeah, you haven't done a lot of training. You were working on better to hit with the rifle.
Right. Ironically, I think my to hit has come out. So 2 weeks of that. Uh, Interesting.
What?
I think the macro might be
Oh right, this was the game the macro's broken in.
the macro broke in this game. Yes.
I've been wondering for months which game it was, because I knew there was one of them
It was
that
one
had
of
it broken,
them,
but
you
I
had
just
no idea which.
I didn't know which one it was. I was
You
just
should've
waiting.
Just, like, stress test us and just gave us all a week of downtime and seen which one broke first.
I will fix that later
Yeah.
when I remember how to. Oh, 6.
Mazers, that was ass.
That might be enough.
Ain't no way.
I mean, you already had good progress on it.
Back. What I miss? Well,
Yourself.
Whoa.
Congratulations, you get a +2.
+2?
Are you guys doing training?
Yes, 2 weeks
we're
of
doing
downtime.
Oh, hell yeah.
Do not have to train per se, but you may.
Evanescence is gonna work on extending her bag. Because technically, they can only hold 10 corpses. So it's gonna work on extending her bag.
Could you post that feature for me?
Work on extending your bag.
Yes.
Get this bag. She's going to start a protection racket using her corpses. She's expanding her bag.
She better collect it, or else.
Okay, sure. It's bigger. Bag of bones. Yeah, give me give me 2 weeks with, I guess, your whatever your spellcasting modifier is.
Karma.
That. Why set this at? Oh, man. Sure.
Yeah, since it's a thing it's broken, I'm just gonna do it manually to do it plus. Bam.
Not bad.
Draker,
Yes.
would it be possible to what is it? If I'm correct, you can only do one type of base. You can stack a base circle multiple times, but only the same one. You can't stack different base circles.
Yeah.
Could I try designing new circles that would have let me combine 2 base ones
No.
to get both there? Ah, damn. Sag.
What if I just get a carpet of flying?
What, is the broom not good enough?
Are you too good for the broom?
Well, no, but imagine a friend robot on a flying carpet. I don't know. I'm looking at things to buy.
Who next? Who next? Who wants to go next?
Crickets.
Who's gone so far?
Me.
Carter and Evanescence.
Friend should be next.
Yes, friend should be next.
You know, it's what do you what does friend want to do? Oh. Emmy died.
Damn, he's dead.
You know, we're going down the list. Darf.
Oh,
2 weeks.
I don't know what I'm doing.
What you want to do? What you want to do?
Let's look at what's something funny I could do. I think this is my first time learning what training is.
You
or
could
experiencing.
You can train for stat increases, skill increases, increases to hit or damage with specific weapons, modify abilities, come up with new abilities.
It's like wolves training, but better because there's an actual system to it.
And you might eventually actually do it.
Yeah, and we actually do it, crazily enough.
Okay. Okay, I see. Give me a moment.
Okay.
With this knowledge.
I'll give you a moment to think since you haven't done it yet. Zebby.
Hello.
What you want to do?
Oh. What I wish to do. Could I? Okay, so for like flavor, how the rings work for Ulrich is like they're like little like physical ones on his arm. Could I try to make? Could I work on an attachment for the Rumblecraft rotator that can imbue the round with the properties of some of the base rings. So, like the acid one, like you set it to acid, fires, imbues it with the acid thing where it would be like, oh, a -1 to AC, but it's the round hitting, so it takes the damage from the Rumblecraft round on top of the whatever the effect from the ring would be.
Um, or yeah. Give me 2 weeks with your intelligence.
Genius.
Don't use the training map. You're
Okay. Yeah.
We already established it's broken.
we've established this twice.
I was not. I was in the bathroom when you established that.
No.
No.
Plus my intelligence. Would that be intelligence for each
For
week
each
or
week,
intelligence
yes.
total? Okay. Motherfucker!
Yo.
444? What?
Damn.
I take it there's no way to use a stamina on that.
Oh no.
Damn.
That's unfortunate. El Bozo Karma for risks.
So I stay on like comedic timing, bro.
Sigh. What do you want to do for downtime?
Is there a way that I could train to shoot friend's friend with more charisma? AKA shoot it with my charisma modifier instead of agility? Shoots with Riz?
In your specific circumstance, yes. Give me 2 weeks with your charisma.
Boom.
Damn.
I almost won.
Almost. 1 away.
Can I use any of my abilities for this?
You can use inspiration if you want to reroll, which you can do at 1 inspiration for 1 week.
Do I have any inspiration?
I don't know.
No, I have 4D inspiration.
I will use 2 of my inspirations then.
1 second.
Okay, I'm gonna reroll both of them. See if you get any higher. No.
I went down.
You get the highest. You get the highest.
I was about to say, can I spend 2 more or?
If you want to.
Okay, that's better.
Okay. So I'll take the 70 place of. I'll just take your 2 highest.
Yippee.
120. Shorts.
Do you have record of what I have been training on?
Uh, you were last training on two separate things. One was using the War Spear with Dex, and the other was having base fire resistance.
I think I got the dex with the war spear, right? Or am I
No.
really close? Oh,
You're not particularly close on either.
well, god damn it. Okay.
You're close. You're closer to the War Spear with Dex, but just because it has a lower threshold.
I'll train on that.
Okay. 2 weeks plus your dexterity.
Okay.
Whoa!
117. Plus dex.
Yeah, what's your Dex mod?
6.
Congratulations. You can now wield a War Spear with Dex.
How far into it was that?
You got it because of the 100. If you did not nat 100 there, you would not have gotten it.
Sweet.
Matt. Matt.
Oh no, did everyone go already?
No, I'm just going down the line and you're next.
No, you should do someone else.
Nope. What you doing?
Damn it. Well, the last thing I was working on was Dean's Dirty Fighting, I believe, right?
No.
What was
You
I
have-
working on then?
Adding your con to your molten blood damage.
Oh!
I think you
did-
wanted to start on Dean's Dirty Fighting,
Did I
but you
say
never got
that?
there.
I got distracted. But yeah, actually, hmm. I need to remember to do that. Yeah, you know what? We'll do that. We'll do that.
2 weeks plus your con.
Um. Did the macro still broken, I assume?
Yes. I'm not fixing
Okay.
that till after session. Because I have to go
Gotcha,
look
gotcha.
up the markdown for what I need. You actually got it on the first week,
Oh,
so you can do something else with your second week.
um,
I feel like that's actually a punishment for poor Matt.
I'm sure. It's fine. Yeah.
Do you want to start trying to learn Dean Sturdy fighting?
Oh. Oh. When I was doing that, I didn't have a lot of things, which is probably why I didn't continue doing that. Hmm. I have my training stuff from set. Might be good on that. Let me boost my charisma.
What is it currently?
13 for the score.
Alright. What's your 13? So it's +1. Wait, just gonna take your roll for the second one. Just add your charisma instead.
It would be -2.
Yeah. 58. But yes,
Ow,
you
fuck.
can add your con mod to your molten blood damage now.
Well,
Yay!
Grim.
Whoa.
2 weeks.
You know what? I'm gonna
No.
read the joke. I'm gonna start slashing. By that I mean getting the slash sleeve slasher word
Slasher?
exists.
Okay.
Yeah. You imagine 2 weeks plus Dex.
Yes. Look at what Slasher does again. Slasher. And 0 once per turn. Slashing damage, reduce the speed. Critical. Excellent. Okay. Let this about.
Okay.
There. Where are those demon hundreds? Like
Oh, right, I forgot I have that.
Do you have genius?
Yes, I do actually.
Whoa! So roll 4d100
Whoa.
and tell me what your dex mod is.
My Dex mod is 5.
So that'd be a 69 plus 74 plus 20. Baba booey. Alrighty. Have you thought of something, Darth?
Hey, you go when I try to get my wisdom up a bit.
Get your wisdom up? Alright, what is it right now?
I'm gonna hit the 11.
Oh,
That's the score with the 0 modifier. That's why I'm like, ooh, maybe I want to get that up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit the books. Something, I don't.
Yep. Roll 2d hundo.
I get to roll 4d100.
Oh,
I
you
also have genius.
Whoa! You finally get to use it.
Oh.
Damn.
Having genius is cheating. You're literally multiple guys.
That's the point.
Oh, you win though.
I win though. I win though.
That's quite that's a genius. That's phone a friend.
I hope you realize the combination of stuff I took really makes sense because it's the.
Nah, I love Demon.
That's the whole, yeah. The whole theme is literally just genius has multiple, has advanced knowledge, but also can remember everything. It's literally just a
Right.
data bank.
I miss having characters
back
with
again.
genius.
What would I miss this time?
Training.
Okay.
Winning the game.
Winning the
Winning the
game.
game. 40-10? What's going on here?
They have genius.
Oh.
Zebby, that's a 100.
That's
Shut
a
up.
100, you dumbass.
Shut up.
Wait, 42.
Shut up.
See,
know
I
what,
wasn't
I'll
gonna
ju-
say anything at first, but
You know what? I'll just go again. You know, I'll just leave. You know.
I guess I'm rolling in
alright, be
platinum.
seeing you, man.
God damn.
Nice playing with you.
Rolling in plat. Okay. Yeah, after 2 weeks, you finally reach the Nexus station once again. Whoa.
Wow.
You could dock up to the side of the station. From the outside, it looks what would be a good representation of this? Find a good picture. From the outside, it looks not really that big. Like, smaller than the station you were just at 2 weeks ago. And very blocky and angular. It does have windows on it. But it's from a distance, it would look like just random debris. But you dock to the side and exit out, eventually making your way back to the hub.
Yippee!
Yipper.
As you all enter the hub, Ellipsis will turn to you all.
Buzzer.
Bless
You
you,
He
should,
Ellipsis.
sneezes at us. Oh my god.
you should probably check in with Rav to get any updates on your mission, and to inform him if you do wish to take your vacation time.
Yeah. Let's
Why'd
go
you say that so
find
awkwardly?
Rav, fellas.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh yes, he kind of walks over to, like, this sort of those boards in parks that have like the pamphlets in them.
Yeah.
He walks over to one of those, grabs a couple pamphlets, hands them to Darth and Sona. Soma.
Persona.
Sona.
Persona?
Persona.
Persona.
Here, Ulrich, stand still. I'll send you to the red room real quick.
Wait, what?
And effectively this pamphlet, well, tells you, this will explain the station itself since this is your first time here. There is no map. If you're trying to get somewhere, follow the boards or any directions that are posted. Try not to get lost.
Just gonna take poor Soma's hand.
Oh, and you should all return your requisitions back to the armory.
Right, yeah. Time to return the leash.
Gonna return the shotgun that I never used. I got the shotgun and I realized the arquebus is better. Yeah, this gun that still uses like a flint to light it. Yeah, better than your modern shotgun. Fuck you.
And tell tell them that when it starts to rain.
Someone casts shape water and your aquavus is cooked.
Tell them that when your gun
No!
jams.
That can't
Like the
shape water,
shotgun won't
fucking
jam
die.
as well.
They don't.
I'm sorry, how do you jam a shotgun?
The Limina's service weapons do not jam.
Oh shit.
Like, how? But like, even if they did, how shittily do you have to be handling a shotgun to fucking jam it?
I know how you can jam it.
Are you gonna elaborate on that?
You put jam in it, so then it has been jammed.
If it's a magazine fed, then it could just be a problem with it feeding around.
I mean, fair enough, but like, if it's not, yeah, actually, as we say that aloud, was it a magazine fed or was it again, what's the terminology?
If I'm correct, oh, what, like break action pump?
Yeah, thank you. Break action.
No, this was a shotgun.
So it couldn't have fucking jammed anyway.
No, it wasn't a double barrel. I think it was.
I don't remember.
I already deleted the thing.
Yeah, makes sense.
Makes sense. Can I ask to re-requisition the fucking infinite line?
Not until you have a current ongoing mission.
Understood. Hands over the line. Can I get that back? Not without a job, you bum. Understandable.
No, yeah,
Have a nice day.
They hated that customer service smile.
The customer service phone.
Listen, I know I'm not the first agent who's had to fucking keep someone on a leash. They understand.
You all go return your requisitions. You are allowed to keep your morphic suits.
Yippee.
I did not have one. It did not fit on me because I was robot.
So long, quantum tether line.
I'm free from the leash.
Can you re-requisition the leash?
I asked.
Brother has not been listening.
Oh my god. Dude, I don't know how. You literally commented on the fucking. The customer service smile and everything from me asking if I could take back the quantum tether line.
Man's is out of it.
Bro read the page and asked what happened in the chapter.
Damn. Me when I go into Goodreads to give me a summary of the book I meant to read.
No. This is you going to Goodwill and reading a summary on a book you read.
Yeah, I assume you guys also go to Rav.
Yeah. Haven't seen that boy in a hot minute.
Yeah, let's go see Rav.
Hey, buddy, we're not dead.
You
Surprise, fucker, we're still here.
kind of go around. Not exactly sure how to reach the Rav's office. But you eventually find your way to Sector 8. And eventually are able to find Rav's office with along this long hallway that occasionally has a turn in it, or occasionally has like some form of intersection, as it's just near identical doors on either side, the only difference being plaques that have been placed beside the doors
Love plaques.
that are either denoting a living quarter or certain person's office. You walk in and you see the man sitting there just as he was last time.
We're back.
Ah. Welcome. You, got a little sidetracked. I see.
Something like that.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Was not something we expected.
It comes with the territory.
Shouldn't.
It shouldn't come with the territory.
He shouldn't. That, mage shouldn't have been able to make a portal outside of this tree space, but you know. More problems.
Let's just hope it doesn't happen again.
Yeah. That tower has been locked down. But I did hear that you found him.
Yes.
And
He's
Ellipsis
currently-
informed me that he took him to be questioned. Hopefully we will have some answers soon. Did you all get your payments?
We did, yes.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Great, I don't have to calculate your hazard pay. Eh,
Yippee.
Tora crying at the screen. If only they didn't have to calculate the hazard pay.
Um, so, for the moment, we don't have anything specific for you. I believe you were given a couple extra vacation days. If you want to take those, feel free to. If you don't, we'll probably put you up to something. But before you do go on vacation, you met Agent Afir, right?
Yes.
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 They wanted to talk with you all in their office for a little bit. And I don't know what they're wanting, but probably do that before you go anywhere. They won't be here long.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just, if you do plan on taking your vacation, notify me.
Gotcha.
I'll make sure you aren't
Why does this?
contacted for any work.
Out of character, why does this feel like one of those cutscenes in a video game? And like, if we go down the hallway to like try to go on vacation, there's gonna be some NPC standing there saying, "Wait, you can't go this way until you go talk to this person."
No. See, it would be like the PS2 horror games.
It's just
So you
invisible
would like,
wall.
or like an adventure game where you would like go to walk down like a hall. There's like a doorway, and like you go to interact with it, and your character will do an internal dialogue like, "Agent of Fear needs to talk to me. I should probably go see what she wants."
Yes. And then your character automatically turns backwards.
Yeah, and then turns back around, starts walking a few feet away. You turn back around, walk back to it. It'd be rude to leave a Fear waiting for me.
Me playing Pokemon, not telling mom that I left.
Yeah, literally. Wait, hold on. You didn't tell mom you left? Nah, you ain't a real one.
Nah, you gotta go back. You gotta tell her.
Yeah, you gotta go back.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
That one's acceptable.
Also, you've been gone for some time. So, I believe you all disappeared on the 6th of last year. Oh, 6th of
Last year?
Last year. Yes.
With what?
You were at least here. Well, not here. Alcaton time. You were gone for a couple months, which to my understanding is a bit longer than what you experienced there.
You know, give or take.
Yeah, it is
Smidge.
currently the... Hold on. Let me make sure I'm getting this right.
You've been gone for about a year. In that time, the robot has changed and gained an accent.
The robot has not changed. He is the exact same individual. Now he.
I meant physically. Yes, he
I
might
was
still
talking-
be racist, but he's physically different now.
This is true. I was talking about. You're not even a real robot.
Bro saying that looks is all that matters. What the fuck, man?
You're out here in gear face.
Gear face.
Trying to look like my people. What the fuck?
I come up with the greatest shit on the fly. I should go on tour.
Okay,
If I could, I'd give you the inspiration for that. You made me laugh.
It is currently the 17th of Shadeheim, so about 6 months past Nelkatontine.
I recently have been gone a while.
Why the fuck are you
Yes.
talking like that? What?
They went to go see a weird guy and they made him talk like that. Or, no, they didn't make him. He's just talking like that because he feels like it.
Wait, holy shit. What day? What day of what month? I'm sorry.
17th of Shadeheim.
Oh my god. I'm 20. That's
Happy
weird.
birthday!
I'm
Happy
older than you.
birthday.
Happy
You're
birthday.
technically 6 months older, but not really because your body has not experienced 6 months worth of time.
I'm,
You
I'm taking
guys,
Shut up, shut
you
up.
guys have experienced maybe about half that.
I think that was still enough to get to the first or the third of the first month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want the jellyfish in the pamphlet?
You want the what?
Bro didn't even read the fucking pamphlet.
The jellyfish in the pamphlet. Scroll to the bottom.
I wanted to.
Gotta find the fucking pamphlet.
I literally just pressed show to all players.
Oh, Nexus Station pamphlet. Oh, I see. I was
Chat.
looking for the other. I was looking for the other pamphlet, the other one.
Okay, better idea instead of going gambling on our vacation. If we do that, we spend our vacation looking for this jellyfish and adopt it.
No, see, you go, you get all that money you just got paid. You go to Las Vegas or the equivalent. You bet it all on black. You leave 20 minutes later broke.
You want to ask Rav about the jellyfish?
Alex like leans over, whispers something in some of our ears. What's that? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So what's with the jellyfish on the pamphlet?
You leave that jellyfish alone.
Oh, that's not what they actually look like. Kind of. That's just like a cartoonish rendition. But they're around the Glimmering Sentinels. They're how power is transferred across the station.
Oh. That's what they live in, like big tanks and they just generate electricity or something.
No, they don't generate it. They transfer it.
How does that
We have a
work?
separate thing for generating energy.
So what makes the power here?
This whole other thing. It's some engine that works off of scrap.
Right. That's why we on the surface collect scrap.
Yeah.
Junk.
Yeah, that it generates more power than we can really ever use. But it ends up going somewhere. And any normal wires that we hooked up to it is kind of fried. But then we found these little jellyfish in the station that were traveling through the already existing wiring. We made use of them, and it would seem that the more people know about them, the better they transfer energy.
What do they get power off of the positive reinforcement?
Work.
Kind of. There are There are a few liminals that are like that. Their power grows with how many people know of it.
So, in other words, you're saying this jellyfish is a god?
I guess it would be. I guess that class of liminal would be similar to function, how a god does, yes.
You know,
Jellyfish god.
the phrase "deities do my electricity," deities control my electricity, is not something I expected to hear today.
You decide not to pray for one day, and they cut off your electricity.
In actuality, they are tiny little jellyfish-looking things that swim through the wires of the station. They look like specks if you manage to actually see them.
Cool.
Time to chew the wires like a fucking rabbit to get these guys.
Do not chew the wires.
Go, friend. Do
but
crimes.
it's full
You-
of
Oh
fucking
my
jellyfish.
You see, if you
Oh my
stick a
God.
fork in the outlet, you could see them.
Really?
Yes.
No! I can't even yell at you. I have a taco in my mouth.
Hmm.
Do not stick a fork in the outlet.
But the jellyfish.
No!
We can speedrun this quest.
No!
Come
This
on,
is
go,
not a
go,
quest.
go,
We are not accepting this.
go stick a fork in the outlet. The
I'm
jelly,
gonna
the
find like a
jellyfish want to
wire and
meet
like
you.
pull out a bendy straw and just start sucking out the water and spitting it and see if you can see the fucking jellyfish.
I'm gonna ask Grav if he has like a plastic fork on hand.
What do you want a plastic fork?
What's
Don't
it?
humor him. Don't humor him.
I mean, how else are we gonna extract the jellyfish? I want to see one.
We are not looking at the jelly.
If you,
Is there a way
I
we
mean,
can look at the jellyfish?
yeah, if you head over to what would it be? Sector 3. You should have the clearance to see their tank.
Great. Thank you.
Are you guys the weird jellyfish then?
Can I see the jellyfish?
Does that make them make more power?
I mean, see is a strong word.
We're gonna observe the jellyfish.
If you look really close, you might be able to discern that it's not a speck of dust.
Okay, so game plan: we go see the jellyfish, then we talk to a fear.
No, we talk to a fear, then we go see the jellyfish.
But the jellyfish might not be there when we get to a
Yeah,
fear.
it
The
might
jellyfish
not be
will be there. A fear might not.
What? You never know. What if power cuts out? If the power cuts out, the jellyfish aren't there.
Exactly.
If the power cuts out when we're in the liminal station, that the only reason that we can function is because there is power, we have bigger problems than seeing the jellyfish.
Yeah.
All right, you got a point there.
Seeing as most of us need to breathe in here, for starters.
Fine. We'll go talk to a fear, then we'll see the jellyfish.
Yes. Why was that such a hard thing to get you to agree to?
But
He
look,
really
look
wants
at
to
the
do
little
jellyfish.
guy. Look at the guy on the pamphlet. Look at him.
He just
He's so happy.
All right, let's talk to him anyway, then, so we can see what's going on with it. As he's just walking up the door.
That's crazy.
As Carter's walking away, friends gonna be like, "You can't deny it looks adorable."
It's a drawing.
As you're walking, you occasionally see posters of that same picture as well.
There's definitely at least one cult here that worships them like gods. There's no way there isn't. It's perfectly okay. But there's no way there isn't at least one. With the amount of people that work here,
Yeah, just a couple people that come together every now and then to pray to the glimmering sentinels.
yeah, exactly. No way is it a major impact. We are gonna discover that this place is secretly not what it says it is, and instead this freaky freak cult to worship these fucking microscopic jellyfish that transfer electrical signals.
Mom, can we have cult mechanicus? No, honey, we have cult mechanicus at home.
the cult mechanic?
I mean, there being a cult for them doesn't it? That's only really helpful.
Yeah, in no way is it going to be anything big or something that causes anyone any problem. One day we're gonna be walking around this station by a year from now when we've all forgotten about this bit, and you're gonna have us roll a D100, and Carter's gonna walk into a room looking for somebody, and we're gonna find 12 guys in these long robes with glimmering iconography along them of bioluminescent tentacles praying to the picture of one of these things, and he's just gonna slowly close the door and never speak of it again.
Your friend roll me is stealth.
I'm washing dishes. Do not stealth away from me. This isn't fair.
Come on, friend, stealth. Sneaky. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Shit, wrong one.
No
Wrong one,
fucking
but it was a
God.
nat 20.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the number would still be the same.
The number would still be the same.
Oh, there's no shot I'm beating that. Unless, I mean, he's a mile. He's less than a mile away. My number is higher, but
Nat 20.
net 20.
By the time you get to Afir's office, you notice that friend is gone.
His eye.
Watch out, he's got a fork!
His eye twitches but once as he takes a breath and just steps inside of Fear's office.
You come inside. It's pretty basic. Doesn't look like it's really used often, or at least it hasn't been. And Afir's just kind of looking out the window that's behind the desk.
You wanted to see us?
Ah, yes. Take a seat.
Okay.
I don't think there's a seat big enough for me.
Could each of you roll a d100?
Oh no. I don't like this.
Watch the guys. Watch
Nice.
this.
No.
Interesting, interesting.
Watch this shit, guys.
97. Oh shit.
Yeah, watch this. Stinkos.
94. Why the brackets?
Whoa. Wonder what's going on.
We have 2 lows, 2 highs, and a C average.
Matt Jordan. Dorf.
Yeah, stop kissing over there, you two.
What's
Matt
up?
Jordan Dorf. Roll a 100.
I did it.
You
Gotcha,
did?
gotcha.
Where? Oh, it's a 72.
Dark got a
I'm
72.
blind.
Uh,
Short.
He's doing it right now. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay, so Carter, as you know, she says to take a seat. There's only like 2 chairs in the room, but for some reason, you just like sit down where you are, and this like wooden chair just appears where you're sitting.
Huh.
Fear just kind of stares at the chair. You do that?
I guess. Is that how this works?
No.
Is that a new technique?
No, I've definitely not been working towards this.
Secret
I promise
technique.
you.
Secret
Conjure
technique,
chair.
conjure.
Oh, I mean, you have your weird, like, your weird gun thing. So, like, why
Wrath
can't it?
is not weird. And despite his name, he is very sensitive. Nah.
As Sophia is just kind of still confused about what was happening. This like what looks to be scientist person like knocks on the door and opens it. Sorry, that chair got out.
Oh,
Sorry to
You
intrude.
mean the chair got out?
as he will.
Don't.
This
It's
is
not
a
it's
liminal?
not dangerous. Yes, it's a liminal. It's not dangerous. It just kind of appears if a person in a certain radius tries to sit.
How do you contain it?
Well, we were working on that, but you know, yeah.
Yeah, no problem. As he'll just stand up, and hand the chair over.
As you go to hand it to him, it disappears. God damn it!
You know, maybe I should have like stayed sitting in it and like just scooted it back or something. I don't know.
No, it's fine.
That's a
Good
really
luck.
funny
I'm
chair.
sorry.
I want to go look at cooler other things later.
What you can do, I have idea. If you can get someone small enough to just sit down in the chair, you could just pick up the chair with them in it. If someone is sitting in it, then they should not disappear, correct?
Maybe.
Hmm?
I don't know. We just
Worth a
found it.
shot? You just found. Oh.
Yeah, we just found it a couple days ago.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah. Sorry to intrude. He just leaves.
Nervous little creature scientist.
Right. Okay. So I know you guys got paid already and all that. But you did pretty well. You seemed pretty capable. So, I wanted to see if you guys would be interested in seeing. Wait, don't know about him. So there's this guy, right? He makes stuff out of concepts.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we already have something from him, no?
Yeah, the
fires.
spear. You told us about it.
Right. Yes, I did already tell you about that. Alright, I was just yeah, I was wondering if you would like to go see him.
Really?
Yeah. I think I have the clearance to take you to him.
That would be rather interesting. I am curious as to how one can make a item out of a concept.
He's a liminal.
That would explain it.
Obviously.
Yeah, no, that his smithing method, we've tried to recreate it, can't. It just doesn't work.
Okay, so I should just put to bed any hopes and ideas of understanding how it works and just accept the fact that it does.
Yeah, no, we've quite literally watched his process the entire way through. From the reports, he's not he doesn't do anything special. In fact, the way he makes things seems amateurish. But then, that stuff comes out. But yeah, if you have free time while I'm here, I could take you guys to go see him. He might be able to make you something.
I mean, if it's no big deal, that would be awesome.
That would be rather nice.
I mean, I'd have to see if I can, but if I can. In the case that I do, though, try and think of, something that you'd like him to make. Or well,
should we try to
how
come up with a concept or a weapon?
How it works? You give him a concept, and he makes something. You don't get to choose what that something is. Like it could be pretty much anything that could be crafted. Could be like a weapon, armor, clothes, a vehicle.
So it is possible I could give him the concept of, say, like a self-determination, and I get a very fancy magical plate.
Yeah, he could just make a vase. But it will have properties of that concept. And the more you understand the concept, seemingly the more powerful or more properties it gets.
Well, this is going to be rather interesting.
Yep, that's all I had to ask you guys about. You can go off and do whatever.
All right. How are you?
Does that mean I could go check out the person that makes the weird things?
Hmm?
I want to go check out the person that makes the weird things.
Oh, he's not here.
Oh. Well, I need to go work on my bag before I make more of my army. She's gonna hop down from her chair and start heading to her room so she can continue knitting, essentially.
Okay. So, friend.
Yeah.
You've found your way to Sector 3 and asked around like where the Sentinel's tank is. And eventually you reach this lab that has this big like tank with a bunch of wires coming out of the bottom and sort of just leading out in random directions. And there are a few scientists in there. As you go right up to the thing, give me a perception. Let's see how closely you can see these guys.
Oh
You just
no.
see it's not gonna see them and then go, ah, of course, enlarge, reduce.
Yeah.
I'm going to do some things to boost my stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna build for success and where is it? Bend luck, so that's 2d4.
Okay. A 21. Yeah, initially when you walked in the room, the tank just looked like it had like murky water. As you get right up to it and look in, you can just barely make out that each little specks of dust, or at least most of them. There are a couple actual specks of dust in there. Most of the little specks of dust do have more of a shape to them. You can't really make out the actual full shape, but there's something there.
Look at them. I'm just gonna start naming them all. And your Jimmy, and your Bob, and your Fred Durst.
Red Durst.
Billy, Quantavius.
Ontavious.
Ontavious Dingle, how you doing?
No.
Ew,
It's not Quantavious Dingle. It's Quantavious Joe Mama.
Ontavious Chum.
Yeah, these I'm naming them, not you. And you are Fred.
Not Fred Durst, just Fred.
Here we go, Fred Durst.
As you're naming them, walks up behind you. Have you not seen these before?
No, they're so cute. Look at them.
They're very interesting. They sorta- they don't really need like a liquid to pass through. They kind of just fly in the air. Although they seem to prefer to travel through channels. You want to see one closer?
Would I ever?
Throws you in.
Um, they take you over to one of the like sides of the room where there's just this long cable going across a desk that eventually leads into the wall, but like kind of midway through there's this portion of it that's like glass and it's under this microscope.
Oh my god, this is perfect. You know, I'm really glad you didn't make me try to swim because I need goggles for that.
You need goggles to swim.
Yeah, no, some otherworldly entity told me that I need goggles to swim now.
Oh. I wonder if
The
that'll
fuck are
carry
you
over to
talking
the new one.
I hope not.
Yeah, as you look into the microscope, you're able to see them travel by. They're not going particularly fast. It's kind of like, how a jellyfish does. They're just kind of floating along. But they are this like bioluminescent bluish green. And there are a couple that seem to be dimmer. And as you're watching these little arcs of electricity go between like a brighter one and a dimmer one, and they sort of level out.
It's like they're holding hands, but with electricity.
They're quite efficient, quite friendly too. They don't really, shock living things.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Although there have been a couple cases of people like getting a handful of them and then losing feeling in their hand. Kind of like when your hand falls asleep. Wait a minute, your hand can't fall
I
asleep.
don't know. I don't know what sleep feels like.
Right.
Is it like when you lose power to it?
Yes. Like it goes numb.
Oh, when I lose power to my arm, it just kind of,
Yes.
stops working.
Yeah. Kind of like that, but only the hand.
Do you know if these come in a bigger size?
We have not found any larger than a couple nanometers. The biggest one we found was when we actually make. Sorry, not nano. Micrometer. 1/100th of a millimeter. About their size. Not 100th, 1,000th.
But there's a
Biggest one
chance.
was 1/100th of a millimeter.
Do you think they also feed on magic?
We're not sure. We're not sure exactly what they feed on. My theory is that they feed on the excess electricity that isn't passed through the passed beyond them. But hard to tell.
I think this little guy here looks like a crystal.
They don't really look that crystalline in structure.
And that one looks like a Paul Blart.
Paul Blart. Oh, are you giving them names?
Yeah.
What does a Paul Blart look like?
And tall, handsome. Looks like they could wheel around with like some form of authority. Maybe has a cool mustache. I don't know.
See. I don't think the Sentinels can grow mustache.
Not yet.
I wonder if we could have them grow mustaches if we started putting that on the pamphlets. What would that do, though?
They start losing power because it's not an accurate enough depiction of them.
Friend is gonna look for a pen and draw a mustache on the pamphlet that he has.
That won't do anything.
What? But you just said if we start drawing mustaches on.
Well, if you just do it
pamphlets.
on... I mean, yeah, but you have that pamphlet. You already know about it. I was saying if we put it on, like, the other ones, maybe it'd change things. Although, wait, what class were these again?
I don't know. Some kind of like a god.
Oh, right.
More, you know.
These were 5s. No, they probably wouldn't change even if we did that. They can only grow stronger or weaker.
Do you think if we were to make like a very, very tiny mustache and put it on them,
I mean, I don't know how you would do that, but and I don't think that would cause any problems.
well, I mean, we have the scope here, so if we had like tiny tools to make a tiny mustache, then everyone would know Paul Blart's the boss.
See. Maybe if we find a larger one, might be easier. Although I'm not sure we could get any hairs that small. I assume at least some of you would be going to look for friend. Whoever would
Yeah.
be would
Disgruntled sounds.
would probably reach here at this point, since I'm assuming you would assume this is where he's going.
And why did you run off?
Because like we were walking to the office, and then I kept
Yeah.
seeing pictures of the jellyfish, and I just really, really, really wanted to see them.
Did you get to see them?
Yeah. Come, look in the scope. See, look, there's Paul Blart.
Why did you name one Paul? That's stupid.
It's not just Paul. It's Paul Blart.
Smiles at the camera.
Shaking my head.
SMHMMFH.
It'll reach my fucking head.
We were thinking about giving Paul Blart a mustache.
How would you even do that?
I said we were thinking.
Maybe I could grow some tiny artificial hair.
Oh, that would be good. That way it wouldn't like do any of the decaying or anything like that. I know how stuff that's organic usually goes bad.
I don't think hair goes bad. And what is this? Are they sitting in water?
In the tank, yes, but not in the wires. The tank is a solution that's mostly water, but makes it highly conductive. They seem to like that kind of environment.
So, anyways, what'd you talk about at the boring meeting? Probably nothing special, right?
Do you remember when we talked about that person that made the weapons out of concepts?
Yeah, of course I do.
We possibly have the chance to go meet them.
I don't believe you,
And,
Ulrich. This is another one of those fun. What?
Yeah.
Don't tell me you're Ulrich's dad too now.
What? No.
What? No, he's not my dad.
Afir, if she can get permission, wants us to visit, or is offering us the opportunity to visit the liminal who creates items off of concepts to make one for each of us.
Oh. Yeah, but I don't really believe you, Ulrich.
I mean, you do really have no reason to believe Ulrich. He's never been kind to you.
I'm just gonna like lean down a bit, just flick his antenna.
Hey, watch the boot.
Oh yeah, the boots
Yeah,
on
there's
there.
a boot on top of it.
The boot.
The boot
Fucking
that
boot
somehow
cover
makes
alone.
him slightly faster.
Makes him
Well,
feel
it's
faster.
because I'm wearing a
It's
pair.
orc logic. It's
It's
the orc logic. He believes it makes it faster, so it actually does.
Oh my god, am I
Oh
actually an
my
orc?
god. Friends in actually an auto orc?
You see, if we open you up, we're not gonna find processes and stuff. We're just gonna find like a squig packed in there.
If only.
Were you the guys that were trapped in the cube?
Yes.
Do you know some skeleton man? Was there a skeleton man in there?
Is he around?
Yes, he's been a bit of a problem actually. He's kind of been well, when he got here, he managed to escape from the agents and he kind of just he wandered off into the beyond and he occasionally shows up and does weird stuff.
That sounds like him.
Classic
Yeah, that sounds like
Joe.
him. Where was he seen last?
I'm not sure. I was on the ship. Last that I know of, I believe he was in Sector 7. He was like he had planted this like femur, I think it was, into the ground and was saying bone tree or something.
Sounds like the average encounter with an awaken.
Yes, we have a few on staff, but they're not that quite crazy, I guess be the word.
You can grow bone trees?
No.
No.
I mean, we don't know what he can do. He might have some special ability to grow a bone tree.
No, he does not.
Well, no, it didn't grow though.
Mm.
It just kind of planted a femur halfway in the ground and yelling that it was going to grow into some bone tree, and then some agents tried to get him so that we could, actually erase what happened in the cube and then send him on his way, but he escaped again. And we don't really want to follow him into the beyond because it's a bit dangerous.
So you want us to go talk to Joe?
Oh no, I just wanted to see if you had any insights on that.
We met him in the
Oh.
cube. You basically know about as much about him as we do, except for the fact that he plays a mean ribcage xylophone. Actually, if you're attempting to contain him, maybe we can help out. But typically speaking, he's more pertain to doing things if you turn it into contests and or games.
Interesting.
We couldn't get to him to hang around for more than 5 words for the life of us. But the minute Evanescence was ready to get her ass whooped in a musical competition, he was all for it.
Joe is weird like that.
I do believe there was another occurrence where he played a bone harp. And
Where'd
it
he get the
brought...
string?
They were made of bones.
What the fuck?
I do not know how they worked as strings, but I don't know, honestly. I'm kind of tempted to classify him as a liminal, although I'm not entirely sure if that's just him being an awakened or if he
Honestly,
has
him
been
being a liminal
affected.
doesn't surprise me.
Because when he played the harp, everyone that heard it was brought to tears.
Happened with us with the xylophone. I didn't know you could make someone cry from the xylophone.
Yes, doesn't really seem like a very
Emotional instrument, yeah.
yeah. It's kind of a usually something children play, no?
Yes.
I mean, xylophones are just like a piano you can smack with sticks.
Yes. I don't know much about music. I haven't had to learn much about that. There aren't many musical liminals. Except the one that is just a sentient sound.
There's a what? There's a what?
Yes. There's we can't really contain it. It's this sentient music that kind of just goes around.
Man, anything can be made out of a liminal, can it? Or made into a liminal.
We're not sure if that was something made into a liminal or if it's just always a liminal and just came to be because liminal. Hard to tell. There were no records of something like that prior to Fantasia, so we're pretty sure it was just formed.
I see.
But it doesn't seem to pose too much of a danger, and we can't really do anything about it, so they just shrug.
A liminal of awakened. That'd be pretty interesting.
It's really hard to tell. Caliban has strange powers and grants strange powers. And
Telling me.
This is true.
he's been doing that before Fantasia, so we're not really sure if he would be classified as one. And the Oracle system hasn't classified him as one, so we haven't.
My inner Nurgle trying to come free. Man, I wish Nurgle was here so he could just hype up Scalabon. Just be like, yeah,
Scalabon.
that's my creator right there. So special that he may or may not be classified as one of the weirdest things in the in the verse. Good old Skelapapa. But did you guys talk about last we heard of Joe? He slid into the back rooms.
He kind of got lost.
You know, every time we try and catch him, you know, he escapes and then he goes off into the beyond, and then, you know, comes back sometime later and do some other weird thing. I ran into him one time and he just stared at me for like 10 minutes.
10 minutes. He must have found you mightily interesting to stare at you for that long.
I don't know if he was actually staring at me. He doesn't have any eyes. He's just kind of faced in my direction. I was kind of scared because it was the first time I'd seen him, and I thought it was just some skeleton that had come crawling out of the beyond. I wasn't sure what to do there. But then I learned, you know, Joe.
Understandable.
I will notify the ones going after him that contests seem to pique his interest. See if that helps with anything.
Fair enough. I'm gonna be so real. I had to do something, so I just came back to everyone talking about Joe as a liminal, and I'm like, all right, this is pretty fun. But like, why actually were you guys talking about Joe as a liminal?
Noctilora was just asked if they knew Joe.
Ah, okay.
The answer was yes.
No, I gathered that.
Nah, the
Fair
answer should
enough.
have been no.
To be like, nah, I actually don't know who this Joe is. You mean like Joe from accounting, or?
But that would be lying.
What did you fools do while I was gone?
We were talking about Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody, no, we haven't gone and done anything
You
stupid
muted
with
me.
Joe yet.
I
No.
miss
Joe
Joe.
Mama.
I, I left you guys alone for 5 minutes. I have to make sure you haven't done something horrible.
Well, the scientists pulled out some more cheese, and Evanescence rolled another D100.
No.
The
Remember the cheese band?
The way I'd go on a permanent vacation.
way I'd go on a permanent vacation.
The fact that I
band.
just decide this isn't my job anymore.
I don't wanna work here anymore.
Fucking vacation.
Stand
I'll
still
join a
and
fear
look
on the
down.
Wayfinder and go back to the Sunder. That's gotta be better than this shit at that point. I'd rather deal with a dark sun.
Damn.
Dark sun over paradise.
Listen, at least I can conceive the consequences that are going to befuddle me. The way this is gonna catch me like a slap across the ass in like an empty subway.
Oh no. That's actually the worst that's the worst thing I've ever had to conceive. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Empty subway. No one's around. Who smacked your ass?
You're right. Like, I have so many questions now. I hate it here. But so, like, is there a book on liminals? Is that like a thing? Like, could you like is there like a catalog where people could read about them in extensive detail?
Encyclopedia of Liminals.
There isn't a. Well, there is a catalog, kind of, but I don't think you are high enough clearance to have access to that. But you can request specific files.
Oh, okay. I was merely asking because, you know, that spear gestures to lie, that's a liminal. I assume Eclipse's wields liminals like they're nothing. There's a lot of
Well,
them.
he is one, and he has a couple in his set that he usually takes with him. Yes.
Wait, he's a liminal? Oh, I
Yeah.
should have figured that. That makes sense.
I was gonna say that you're surprised by this information.
So am I.
Ah.
How are you a liminal?
What? She just like looks in confusion.
She just shrugs.
You don't know how you're a liminal, but you just are one. You know that's fair, honestly.
I mean, I came into existence one day, and then I found my way here, and now I work here. There's a couple liminals in
You
employ.
came into existence?
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't have a
Like,
mom and dad?
No.
So that's probably how you're a liminal.
Well, yeah, but like, I'm not entirely sure what my actual properties are.
They don't have like a big machine that identifies known liminals and tells you with that stuff.
No, we have a machine that identifies liminals, but not what they do. We have to figure that out.
Hmm.
I mean, if they had one that could tell them what they did, we wouldn't have a job, I think, right?
Yeah, something like that.
What if you're a liminal that determines what other liminals are?
I mean, I kind of am. That is my job.
Yeah, that is kind of their job. So I mean, I guess.
I'm quite good at it.
And you're quite good at it. You know what? So credit where credit's due.
But yeah, no, we have like a whole machine that's occasionally tells us the location and existence of a liminal.
Location
Okay.
and existence. What, like Cerebro?
What is
Out of character.
cerebral?
You know?
That was out of character. That was
I
out
was
of
about to
character.
say, I was
Kinda?
about to be like,
Kinda.
what's Cerebro in character? And I'm
What
like,
is
no, that's
that?
probably...
What is this? This thing you have?
Carter
When-
does not know what Cerebro is.
as long as we have it powered, it occasionally turns on and then just pops up with some information.
Oh my god, it is, but instead it's fuck ass wondrous items instead of abused children.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
That's what a lot of the power from the engine goes to, actually.
The abused children?
No, the Cerebro,
No.
you dumbass.
Well, I imagine that's understandable considering what we do here.
I mean, it does have to look all over Alcaton. That's definitely gonna take a lot of power.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that
We
made me
say
think
like
of a
we
question.
understand how electricity works at all.
Yeah. Electricity is like a brand new concept.
like we learned about this like 3 months ago, and we instantly had to not use it, go back to Alcaton, and then get stuck in the desert for 3 months. Like we're just sagely nodding and agreeing with everything this bitch says. And she knows too. Like we have no idea what the fuck we're talking about. We're just echoing bullshit back at her.
Yes, I totally understand. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, totally.
Yes.
Quite quaint. Mm-hmm.
Someone needs to show these
Indeed.
medieval fucks like a toaster oven.
Oh. If there is a whole thing to find liminals, does that mean that they're like liminals that explicitly go out of their way to hide?
Oh, yes.
Hmm.
Many of them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, you've had a run-in with Moore, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those fuck ass guys with the cube.
Lovely bunch.
Yeah, that was started by liminals.
So wait,
Started by them.
what's their point?
They want to create more liminals. As far as we know.
Ah, hence the more. That makes sense.
Yes.
Oh, they really did that one right on the nose, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see they couldn't come up with. I see they couldn't have hired the liminal who comes up with good acronyms.
No, that'd be crazy. We have to one day fight the liminal with acronyms.
The liminal who
Something
comes up
come up
with
something
cool
that's
acronyms.
more fitting.
Yes, there are all kinds. Most of them are formed randomly. There aren't a lot that are things turned into liminals. Those are pretty rare.
So it's more common to encounter liminals that just pop into being versus ones that turn into liminals.
Yes.
Do we know which one the founders of More are?
Well, they just popped into existence.
Yeah. It'd be
They're
scary
a
if
class
they popped-
3.
Right,
Class
how does the
3.
classing system work?
I was just about to ask.
Well, baby bubble. Baby bubble.
I'm glad you asked.
I'm
am a
glad you asked.
I...
There's a whole handout for it.
Nice.
So they are separated into name, ID, type, liminality, and then the Fantasia class. I'm not going to explain this verbally. You can read.
You guys have eyes. You can read.
That's
Matoma.
so insensitive.
She will be explaining. She's explaining this in character. I'm not going to verbally explain this.
Oh my god. Liminality.
That's discrimination against
Yitterin.
people with lower reading comprehension scores. Wow, can't
Yeah,
believe
you
you.
know what? Here, I'll read it for Zebby.
Shut the fuck up. I can perfectly fine reading this
all
classification system
liminals,
myself.
all liminals, limitless, multidimensional, non.
I will
Euclidean
kill you.
listings
Shut the
follow.
fuck up.
This is also for the stream, Zebby. Calm down. I'm just poking fun. Follow a specific classification system that is to be used in their documentation. Each of them has a name, ID, type, liminality, and Fantasia class. Type. This designates what kind of liminal the listing is. Space, a location or something similar. Object, an item, or inanimate thing of some sort. Creature, inanimate thing, does not necessarily need to be sentient, and this can include groups. And constructs, a spell, idea, or non-physical thing. Liminality. This describes the potential danger a liminal poses. The general levels describe its threat level, and the add-ons describe certain situations that may be relevant. General levels. Itrin poses little to no threat. Asarl, unpredictable, could be a threat, likely sentient. Dagras, definite threat. Aparis, extreme threat. And Divinus, either a threat to all mortals or of godlike power. Add-ons. Amda, directly helpful to Limina. Omega, should not be captured or destroyed for some reason. Psi, liminal that has been captured or restrained in some way, no longer a threat. Sigma, liminal that has been completely destroyed. And Theta, liminal that cannot be captured or restrained. And finally, Fantasia class. This designates the type of event that causes the liminal's creation and how it may function. Level 1, this event does not change in any way. Level 2, this event recurs occasionally, resetting to its initial form or a set form. Level 3, this event is able to change or morph if its idea changes. Fantasia 4, this event directly spreads with knowledge of it. And 5, this event grows in strength in direct correlation with knowledge of it. And finally, there is Percontate? Nah, whatever. This event already existed, but was affected by Fantasia and does not necessarily fall under the other categories.
Okay, so like the little dudes would be classified as creature, Yithrin,
The
Lambda.
Sentinels. I can actually get you. Actually, are.
Please don't tell me we're ever gonna have to actually classify these ourselves.
Probably not.
Thank you.
But that'd be so fun.
Oh boy, I love
No,
working
that's
for
playing
Lobotomy Corporation.
Phasmophobia, but getting my ass beat. All right.
So the Limmering Sentinels are their ID is 014E. They are a creature. They are Psi Intron and have a Fantasia class of 5.
Neat. I can't wait to have the one day where there's fucking a Divinus Theta.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Yeah, I
gotta
can't wait
kill
for
it.
that one to show up when we're level 12.
I'd fight God for a pickle. This guy doesn't scare me.
For a pickle?
Yep,
Oh,
I'd
there
fight
is
God.
one
for a
divinist data.
Huh?
It's not, well,
Did the Scarlet
it's
King?
not a creature.
pickle. Okay.
Never mind.
It's probably not relevant to any of you.
But what is it?
It's some library.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
A library? How is a
Yes,
library
man.
a divine class threat?
I'll
oh,
Well,
well,
liminality is, it's the threat, but also it could just be general power.
So what power does a library have? Is it
Knowledge.
a place
It
full
holds
of
all
books?
knowledge in existence.
See, even
Library of
I knew that.
Alexandria?
So
one
It
of my dad's
existed
roommates
before.
had that.
It existed before, but it was modified by Fantasia in some way. We're not entirely sure. The Oracle system identified it, and we just added it.
So
is it possible to visit?
For you, no, probably
One of my-
not.
Oh,
One of my
understandable.
dad's roommates had a library like this before.
One of my dad's roommates.
I thought you were talking about a different library.
Yeah, I was like, oh, is it that library?
No, that's not a liminal.
No.
No,
Well,
it's definitely the Library of Alexandria.
I thought that burned down.
Who's
I
your-
guess this is what happened to it instead.
Who's your dad?
Ah.
Yeah, my dad's Fordham Butler. I believe he's one of the.
Oh. That would make sense. Some of them would probably have access to it.
I'm sorry, who's your father? As you turn into a Terminator?
It was dealt with. It was Spike.
We are not understanding.
Dude, we got fucking Wally, Wally and Call with us. That's crazy.
Wally.
He's oh,
Listen, I know he can't control it, and I know it's not his fault, but it's still funny.
hey, look, I'm also laughing.
He's really trying.
He's trying his
Dying.
hardest.
I was gonna say, man, there's a lot of information that Evanescence is not aware of because he went back to her room early.
That's a whole lot of words. Too bad I can't hear him.
Like, he's in her room knitting. And you'd be like, "Oh my god, that's a class. That's a class. Blah 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 blah." And Vanessa's like, "Huh? How do you know that?" That's a lambda. And you'd be like, "That's a lambda liminal. That's the relief. What does that mean? Why is it a lamb?"
That's not a lamb, you idiots. Those have wool.
This is a liminal, not a lamb.
Nope.
I
Still not
agree,
catching you.
Matt. Speak your truth.
Speak your truth, buddy.
It's
At this point, he could time his glitching voice to come out in Morse code.
Beep 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 bop.
I was gonna say V coded to think to
Press the
King's
number on the
Paradise.
phone.
I think it'd be better if Matt went to Jordan's room and spoke through Jordan's computer.
No,
Really
I think
funny.
they're both cooked.
No, double cooked.
They might. I think it might just be like the connection where they're at.
The connection's overcooked.
Oh, correction. There's 2 Theta Divinus.
What's the other one?
The Fantasia itself.
Fair enough.
The
That makes sense.
Alcaton Fantasia.
I suppose the guy who makes them might as well be.
Oh, it's not a person. I think. I don't know. I just know that Fantasia is a liminal, and it's why more liminals are made.
Neat.
The Alcaton Fantasia. Almost like Alcaton Fantasia. I'm sorry.
Whoa, crazy.
Thanks for the scout report, Bumblebee. Get back to the front line. The Decepticons need you.
The Decepticons.
Yeah, they need an ass beating.
I was gonna say.
Who else is gonna put on a chrome-fitted shiesty in the middle of a fight?
Chrome-fitted shiesty.
Excuse me. What if we force Paul to become British? Just
Oh,
as
no.
British
No, I'm already British in one game.
Like hear me
And
out.
that's bad enough.
I know, I already had to be British one game. I don't want to be in another. How are you gonna condition Carter into being British?
Condition him to being Cockney instead.
Absolutely not.
Wait. Have him speaking with a Cajun accent. It's one step away from French.
I don't think I could do the Gambit accent for an entire session. I also don't think anybody wants me to do that.
I don't think that's the call, Chief.
I don't think that's the call.
What?
And that's crazy, Matt.
Very cool.
Dude, I'm enjoying my Olympus company at like over 3,000 frames, my dude.
You don't need that many frames.
I don't control it.
I make the 3,000 frames for 2 frames of animation.
You can really see all that animation there.
You can really see the animation of a guy walking.
If it's not 10,000, it's too low. So true.
You know, why doesn't Matt try to type it out at this point?
I don't know.
I fucking did. Fuck you.
We got that part.
We only
And
got
the-
the part of him saying
That's
fuck you
the-
to Alex and it died again.
As soon as it's typed out, as soon as it's sent, as the instant is sent, the instant we get him crash out.
We probably sent it and it wasn't sending
Dang.
because his connection was bad.
Yeah.
Then why am I getting yelled at?
Because you're the one who said it.
I moment my connection.
Funny. Oh, he's dying again.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Damn it.
Yep.
He came back just to say fuck you to Alex and died. He had five words to get to us, and he went, I already did. Fuck you, Alex, and then he went.
That's with my final words. Fuck you, Alex.
with my final words. Fuck you, Alex.
My final
Bro's
message: save
pulling a
the
Nero.
world.
Fuck you.
Yeah, my final message. Change the world. Fuck you, Alex.
Oh man, I sure hope.
I believe your friend's that Princess of Hell is also a limit.
What?
Eh?
Yeah, her whole race.
What?
The Alcaton?
The Alco.
The
They're
Alco.
liminals?
Yeah. Well, at least we think so, unless the progenitors were doing something. But to our knowledge, they had gone extinct until Fantasia started.
Huh.
That
Talking about
is
a crossover episode.
interesting.
There's a liminal in the waste, guys.
There's more than one.
Well, yeah, but
It's Goop.
Goop,
Yeah,
Goop is
Goop-
honestly
Goop is the
probably
liminal.
a liminal.
You know what? Yeah.
I'd believe it.
Who is that liminal?
It's Goop.
Goop goops.
Goops.
I guess wouldn't that make the process to create Goop and Mocha be a liminal?
I can't
This
wait
is
for Gooning to be
A
eliminated.
liminal process.
Alex. Or not Alex. Excuse me. Yeah, character Alex. Have your mic die again.
No.
After you just said I can't wait till Gooning's a liminal.
Can't wait till Gooning. What?
Oh, yo, Matt. It is Pride Month, I guess. Speak your truth.
Speak your truth.
Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. I put the curse upon you.
Here they go.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
They're dead.
Matt's gonna remember this and gonna get like a lick back on me in like a year.
A year?
You guys are gonna finally get me to play like Dokapon, and he's gonna like
Fucking
play the
murder
long game of
you?
fucking me
Yeah.
off at the very end.
You know, it would be cool. You know, God, you know what we need? We need mod support for this really old Wii game so we
For a
can have more
fucking
than 4
5-player
players.
Dokapon.
Yeah.
That
I wonder.
Dokapon's not that
Well,
popular.
remember there's the remake. But I got a remake though. That means that's totally popular.
Yeah, you got a remake.
I say that everything has a remake.
You know what? Let's go check.
Not
Let's go
everything.
check online. Dokapon Kingdom.
More things than there should be have remakes.
Not true. I haven't gotten an Infamous remake yet.
Hold on. I was gonna say.
Oh,
Mod
fair enough.
recommendations. Top thing. It has mods.
You know,
the
the people have been asking Naughty Dog for. More
Isn't there a new
Infamous
one
than
coming
was.
out though?
They refuse to make more than 3 games in a series.
Isn't
Well,
there
yeah,
a
but
new
like
Infamous
we've been
coming
begging.
out?
I don't think so.
I thought
Okay.
I
we've been
saw a thing
begging-
for it.
Okay, let's see.
No.
Yo, guys, there's a decensor patch.
What's
There's
censored?
What?
The shopkeep. They have basically it removes clothes from people.
Okay.
What?
There's a balance patch to make
Damn.
things. Let's see how. What does this do?
Probably makes the AI not cheat.
Ninja and Thief proficiency merge into one. Thief weapons now work for both classes, and ninja weapons count as thief base. Damage no longer has a random 5% decrease or increase or decrease variance. Accuracy minimum is 25. Base accuracy now 50. Players need 125 more speed than their opponent for maximum hit dodge rates. Inventory changes. Shop changes. Magic Art DX got nerfed 90 to 75%.
Oh yeah, sure.
Fair.
Magic Card DX is kind of bullshit.
That it is very broken. Understandable.
Hero license, you only need the angel wings. Hero license is no longer a thing, essentially.
Okay, you know. What is your guys' plan for what to do next? What do
We were gonna head down to Hub 7 to see if we can figure out where the fuck Joe went off to.
Yeah.
You wanna do that?
Doing nothing.
Okay. We will do that next session.
Next time on Liminal.
Next time on Limina. They go to the park.
Yay! We're gonna go on the swings.
Yippee!
They go to the park to look for strange skeleton man.
Oh,
I haven't had enough strange skeleton men in my life.
We love
All
our
I have
strange
is the one that
skeleton
isn't
men.
crazy.
I can't wait.
You guys
for
will
people to
finally
be able to
maybe
click that one
yeah.
bingo option.
You can finally maybe click that bingo.
Go.
Now, what if that was what somebody had been waiting for so long? You know?
That
Like,
would
all
be
they needed was
that
the
would be
skeleton.
great if that's what gets someone a bingo.
The
But
It
fucking
is
listen,
not.
I
skeleton,
have it,
hell
but
yeah.
unfortunately for me, it's in the place. It's in the most useless place for me.
Ah, damn.
I mean, theoretically, I could get everything in that bottom line. I have... Oh, wait. Actually, I'm now looking at it. I have a lot in that bottom line. I actually, if I get the skeleton, I just need serious moment interrupted by a joke, and then I actually could win off of off of fucking Joe.
Add to the bone.
Joe!
Joe could get me a bingo.
Joe
Amazing.
Mama.
Alright. That's end of session. Wah, 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 wah,
Wah,
Wow.
wah.
wah.
I think it
Alright. Thank you for joining. If you enjoyed, drop a follow. Do this every other week. You know, the group's finally back home. They can get back to their actual job now. But for now, see you next time. Goodbye, good day, good night, whatever time it may be. Stay safe and see you next time.